Happy Wednesday from the fabulous Florida Keys. We're in the middle of the week and it's been a great week so far, and I expect it to end a great week, but why wouldn't it? I live in paradise. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. One of the many things the Florida Keys are well known for is our beautiful scuba diving. It's reputed as being the best diving there is in America and one of the best we have in the world. I've dove all over the Caribbean and the Bahamas. I've dove Bimini, I've dove Nassau, I've dove the Grand Cayman Islands, I've dove Costa Rica, I've dove Jamaica, I've dove off Mexico, and I certainly find the Florida Keys to match all of them. Whether you're a diver or whether you've just been to Key West as a tourist or whether you're a local who lives here, I'm sure you've heard of the famous treasure diver Mel Fisher. He founded the Spanish ship the Atocha that went down off Key West over 100 years ago. Mel Fisher was looking for that ship for at least a quarter of a century, and on this day, July 17th in 1974, he even took it as far as to hire a psychic to tell him where the Atocha sunk. Needless to say, the psychic didn't know where the Atocha sunk, and Mel kept on looking and looking and looking. Mel was well known for telling his crew every morning when they'd leave the dock, "Today's the day." And on July 20th, 1985, it was the day. That's when Mel Fisher found the Atocha, which was the largest recorded salvage dive find in the history of America. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you will be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about all the new listings from Key West to Big Pine Key the same day the realtors know about them. I find most buyers wait for a home to come on to Zillow, or Realtor.com, or Trulia, and by the time some of those sites put a home live online, it's been on the multiple listing service a couple days and all the good deals are already under contract. The buyers that rely on those sites usually miss out on the good deals, where if you watch this video every day, you can get the good deal. If you see something you like, call me that same day and we'll make an appointment to go see it. And if you like what you see, we can write up a contract and have you under contract on the property before most buyers ever even knew it was available for sale. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. That's updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service, including photos. There's a lot more information in the blog than I can put into the video. There's more details of the individual home, any unique features the home might have, things like room descriptions, room dimensions, photos of the inside of the home. There'll be photos of the outside of the home. If the home happens to have a pool or happens to be waterfront, there'll be photos of the pool, photos of the water view, photos of the boat dockage. It's just a lot more information than I can cram into a couple-minute quick YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com. I have it listed in the description of the video down below, and it's updated every morning from the Florida Keys multiple listing service, including photos. If you like this video, please let me know. Click that thumbs up like symbol down below. If you want to see more videos of this nature and stay current with what's being listed in the Florida Keys at what price, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video just like this every morning. Today we have 2 new listings to go over. Before I give you the information on the listings, the state of Florida's legal department makes me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listings. And I'm not accepting any responsibility for any inaccuracies there may be in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first property we have is a townhouse on Stock Island, an area called Coral Hammock. It's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,094 square foot townhouse. The biggest feature this condo offers is it has what they call a transient license. You're allowed to rent this condo in 3-day intervals, with a majority of unincorporated Monroe County, which is where Stock Island is a 28-day minimum rental period by law. and Key West is a 30-day minimum rental period by law. These ones do have a 3-day minimum rental period, but from what I'm told by all the property managers I talk about, you don't want to rent for less than 3 days at a time anyway. They say the people that just rent for one night are your Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm weekend warriors that just want to come down and drink and party and don't have to drive home, and they can be really tough on the unit. The transient license adds a large value to the property, and this community is great. It's a gated community, very well kept, very beautifully landscaped. They have an amazing resort-style pool, and you're only about a 5 to 7 minute car ride right to Duval Street. You're less than a 5-minute ride to Smathers Beach, which is the largest beach in Key West. You've got a couple really nice restaurants in Stock Island very close to this property. It's an excellent property. It's being offered at $840,000, which is extremely low for a unit in Coral Hammock. You want to jump on this one if you like it. If you don't, someone else will definitely beat you to it. Then we go to Upper Sugarloaf Key on Date Palm Drive. There's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,464 square foot house. This one is on a canal. It's on a large lot, but it's being offered at $1,649,000, which in my opinion is extremely overpriced. It's on Upper Sugarloaf, which is the less desirable part of Sugarloaf. Lower Sugarloaf is the more desirable part and the more sought after part. It's also in a neighborhood where it would be the most expensive house in the neighborhood. And that rule of real estate is you'd rather have the lesser house in the millionaire's neighborhood than the nicest house in the bad neighborhood. And it's also on the dead end of a canal that faces southeast. Our predominant breeze in the summertime is southeast, which is the nice feature that cools it down a little bit. But when the canal faces southeast, that breeze also blows all the seaweed in, and at low tide it can get really smelly. It's a great house. It's a very large house. It's on a canal. It's got good boating. But that location just does not justify $1,649,000. But that's just my opinion anyway. That's all we have for today. If you want to see either of these homes, give me a call at 305-731-0501. Actually, if you want to see any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to showing you homes in the fabulous Florida Keys. And more importantly, I look forward to making you my neighbor. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.